All right, we're gonna have to chop on this one because I have literally been sitting here for the last 45 minutes trying to get DC Rose Collide to work on this emulator. Not saying aggressively. From the people at DC Rose Collide, please fix this issue where we cannot log in on the PC because it's like 45 minutes. I'm currently undisclosed location in Sunderland. Just finished my graduation. Went out with the homie and her fiance. Now fiance. Didn't even tell me the news until like they've been like traveling around the world for the last however long. I run up and see her, start telling her story, whatever. And then I noticed later, I was like, "Is that a ring on your finger?" Because he was already he came on the trip too. And I was like, "Why didn't you, tell me what's up? Like, come on now, this stuff you're supposed to tell me. Don't let me ramble because I talk too much." And anyway, and so we did the graduation, went out for a couple like just afternoon drinks, just chilling, and maybe we'll go back out later. I'm gonna hear from her probably sometime soon, like what's up, and then we're all gonna go out again just for a little bit because apparently in Sunderland everything closes at like 10 and 11, even the bars. So yeah, so we're gonna try to go back out again. So I have a little bit of time, and I even told her, I was like, your boy, he wants to watch the tennis match because he's Serbian. He's a Joker fan. No thanks. Although I do like Jokic, but like he wants to watch the tennis match. I get it. Y'all do a little bit of that. If it's good, then keep whatever. Then we meet up later. I'll do some quick streaming real quick. I'm excited. I'm having fun. Let's do that. Of course they reset this because they want my money. But I just spent 45 minutes trying to get the damn emulator to work. And sorry, I'm not going to stream over hanging out with one of my best friends. Like, seriously. On our graduation day. Like, we graduated together. We did this together. You know what I mean? So, like, fix it. Fix it. Anyway, so what I wanted to do now, which now I might have to rush through, and I didn't want to rush through it, is, have I even shopped in the store yet? I have. Today has been a busy ass day. Is I wanted to go over Lex and I wanted to go over Zatanna because thanks to the rebalancing, weird camera angle. Why I gotta make it work. Thanks to the rebalancing, I'm not gonna do this now. I don't want to do that publicly. That feels bad. Thanks to rebalancing, my Zatanna sucks, and I think Lex sucks too. So, we got anything here that we can use? No. I hate when I have to reset the emulator. I uninstalled it and reinstalled like a couple times. Now it treats me like I'm a new player who hasn't touched it today. Put in my age over and over again, and I stopped trying to be precise. And now I think it thinks I think I'm 47 or 17. I don't know. But yeah, this is obnoxious. I haven't done any of this stuff. I haven't done any of the experience stuff for Fawcett City. And I could have been doing this if your damn emulator was if the emulator's not the problem. Now I know it's the game is the problem. Now I know that something in the coding is going on. Not judging, my coding is strictly Python, and I can do a lot of stuff with pandas and NumPy. But like, come on, guys. Now let's go ahead and get Twitch going. Now that I've complained to my YouTube homies, let's go ahead and say this too. I will not be able to reply to the messages from Twitch. I will. The Clip's full song dropped. The one with Kendrick Lamar. Damn it! I want to hear that. All right. Okay. Damn, it's just been a busy day. So basically, I even forgot my train of thought. I want to hear that album so bad. Twitch, I won't be able to like see your comments. I'm trying to get onto YouTube right now. How do I get legendaries without RNG? You don't. Who are the epic and violet rarity fodders? Do you mean like which elites can you use to like feed your epics? Because that's basically all of them except Black Canary, top of the list. Then Cheetah second, Captain Cole, in a combination or any range of Captain Cole, Mr. Freeze. I'm not going to include Scarecrow because that's just for me. Oh, and Mirror Master. Those are the ones you may want to rank up to 8, but honestly, feed them all. Yeah. So, how do I get legendaries without RNG? You don't. It just you have to keep pulling until you get them. That is the one fun/downside of the game. Yeah, useless heroes to feed to your main hero. Black Canary, honestly, is the only one that I would say has like the true value. Other than that, everybody can go. There are some that for like specific mechanics and you read into them and you like them for a team you want to build or whatever. But really, all of them can go, if I'm being real with you. I'm trying to be nice to the elites, but I'm kind of cranky right now because I haven't been able to get into the game. So, real talk, Black Canary. And Cheetah is I won't say distant second, but a medium second. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Let's try to get back into it. Guys, fix your game so we can use the emulators. Okay, so I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna rush. What I may do is I'll do Zatanna. No, I'll do Lex, because Lex is the fusion character. I'll do him first. I'm gonna check my WhatsApp, and if she sent me a message, then I cut stream. If not, then I'll keep it pushing. I'll keep going. Let me actually turn this part off here, and then we will be good to go. All right, so sorry for coming on like cranky and ranting, because today was a good day. I graduated. I had this like feeling. My mom and my grandmother passed away. Mom 5 years ago, grandmother like 11 years ago. Major pillars in my life. And it has been a beautiful day in Sunderland, so much so that people said, like the woman's house that I'm in right now, the Airbnb, she was like, it's not nice weather like this. Like, you need to go by the water. They have a sea that we can go, like, hang out and have drinks with or whatever. And there were, like, random dudes at the bar that we did go to, the pub we went to, that actually commented as my best friend's fiance was walking by, because he got a Sunderland like football jersey and like put her name on the back of it. It was really cool. It's actually a really nice looking jersey too. I wouldn't mind owning one of those. And they stopped him, asked him about the jersey because the new Sunderland jersey had just dropped, whatever. And they were like, well, hell, you guys brought the good weather with you. Like, everybody's surprised by the weather. And I was like, that's my mom and my grandmama. They looking out. They wanted to see their boy walk across with some bright weather, no clouds. All right, so there's my I don't know. That made me feel good. Emotional, but good. So here we go. Let's be happy. We have a lot to be happy for and thankful for. So, the thing we don't have to be happy and thankful for are these reworks. Yeah, let's go ahead and transition. Okay, so I'm going to go into this in 3, 2. I'm gonna be real. The things you guys have done to Lex, I said may not be a big issue, but I'm not really finding him useful at the moment. And I don't know if it's me and the gear, or it's the rework you guys did right before global release. I will say this, I'm annoyed because I already did a Lex video that I could not release because you did a rebalancing. Yeah, that's selfish. I know. Let's get to the video. And of course, didn't hit record. Here we go. Let's do that one more time. All right, so, and 3, 2. Because this is the second time I'm doing this intro, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Guys, you did something to Lex when you rebalanced him right before the global release. And the most annoying part about that is that I had already recorded his character guide video. Now I gotta do it again. Am I truly upset? No. But I'm gonna pretend to be. Let's get to the video. All right. And 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a DC Worlds Collide video. In this video, I'm coming to you from an undisclosed location in Sunderland after having just graduated with my master's in psychology. So, yay. We flew out here to do the graduation ceremony walk, and then I fly back to Switzerland tomorrow, actually. So, in the meantime and in between time, I am going to try to do a character guide on Lex, but And actually, check. And let's see if the room can be a little bit brighter. But anyway, so I'm going to do a character guide on... coming back. 3, 2... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this character guide on Lex again. I don't know if it is the rebalancing that they did or the actual gear that I have him in. I'm tempted to say that it's the gear that I have him in. So in any case, I'm going to go through his kit again. As you see, I didn't even go back to this thing. I didn't even go back to this thing. That's how annoyed I am. Very annoyed. So I'm going to read through just shield, assist, which I will say this. Now let's go ahead and get like serious with it. The assist loom large. I know the shields are fantastic, but to me, if I can run Lex with like damage dealers that have legit damage on their basics, this assist does a lot for us. Damage reduction, which in my view to this point is slightly overrated. He is a trait of tactical class of tank. Wow, speak words. I do speak English. I promise. It's my mother tongue. So let's go back to him. Affinities and not affiliations. Team synergy he does have. That's a damage reduction where all deployed allies increase HP, attack, defense by 9%. And then during battle, all allies gain 12% damage reduction while their shield is active. Now the problem I have with that, and it's not really like a problem, but by the way, Jackal switch, real quick, spend your gems only on pulling characters. If you can, save them up for the weekly recruitment. If you must and you're patient like me, you can do the epic recruitment too. But basically, the reason why I don't think this is a great team synergy is because it is conditioned on the fact that the shields have to be up. And eventually the shields are going to get punched through, especially with the rework that they gave him right before global release, where now the shields have a longer cooldown each time you use them. So it does become a bit of a problem. Like this team, put it this way, then this team synergy, which could be nice, and if you only have him, and that's a team synergy, of course, but I'm taking Kid Flash's synergy over his. I'm taking Superboy synergy over his. Red Hood synergy is a toss-up. If Wonder Woman's running with Red Hood, I'm taking Red Hood's over his. So yeah, his team synergy to me is not exactly fantastic. Now HP plus 9% because of Superman, attack is 6%, HP 3% with Black Manta, and then defense is 12% with Gorilla Grodd and Cheetah on your squads. Now we're gonna hop right into his kit. Now here's the thing. Pay close attention because this is going to determine for you whether or not it's worth it to fuse him. Wow, that light looks terrible. Ooh, it was better when I didn't have light on my face. Do I need to do this over again? I do. Dang, guys, I think I gotta do that over again. Not my day. Not my day. Not my day. Not my day. Not for me. Not for me. Not my day. Not my day, guys. Not my day. Not for me. Not my day. Oh, let's rewind it and go back. So, and actually, I'm not going to go back. I'm just going to check. Yeah, I do have to go back because that was really bad lighting. Sorry. This is what happens when I try to do stuff on the road. Okay, so coming back in 3, 2. Okay, so guys, forgive. This is going to be bumpy and kind of skippy because I'm trying to do this quickly. And actually, I'm going to calm myself down and do it quietly because I'm really agitated with the emulator and the PC situation with DC Worlds Collide. So let's calm down, get back to the woosah moment, and try to enjoy this. So his team synergy, as I was saying before, during battle, allies gain 12% damage reduction while the shields are active. The shields being active is kind of the flaw in this because before the global release, when they did the rework, it kind of reduced the amount of shields you were actually going to be able to put up on him or on the rest of your team because of what they did with the cooldowns, which we'll get to once we get to that part of his kit. But because his shields don't stay up as much, this damage reduction, which I didn't think was fantastic anyway. Not like it was bad, but it wasn't great. But I would have already taken Kid Flash's team synergy, Superboy's, Red Hoods is a toss up depending on who you got running with them. Like there's Sinestros I would take over his. Green Arrows I would take over his. And these are epics I'm naming. I would have taken over his Team Synergy. And now especially since the rebalance. Affinities, let's just burn through these. HP 9%, Superman. Attack 6%, HP 3% for Manta. Defense is 12% with Gorilla Grodd and Cheetah. I actually just took Gorilla Grodd like rank 7. Let's see how that goes for me. Now, we're going to get to the skills. First on the basic. And his assists really do loom large. I can't stress that enough. But anyway, attacks an enemy 2 times, each dealing physical damage equal to 42% of attack. Damage increases to 47%, and he additionally gains 1 stack. That's awkward. 1 stack of cloak for 2 turns, and then on rank 8, damage increases to 52%. I do need to pay attention to this rank 8 thing because he's rank 7 for me now, and I'm debating on whether or not I should make him rank 8 or use those resources on Sinestro. I'm kind of leaning towards Sinestro at the moment because I do want a tactical damage dealer because I don't want to use Constantine anymore, who also got worse since his rework before global release. So anyway, there's that. Now, advanced attack, efficient operation, commands his allies with the highest attack to assist. That is big. That is big. They use their basic on a single enemy, regardless of the skill's original target rules. Lex has, wait a sec. Nope, there's nobody that I know of that has an AoE on their basic. Okay. Lex has 25% chance of enlisting an additional ally to assist with the same enemy. If Lex has no allies left standing, he instead uses his own basic attack on a single enemy. Then at level 2, the chance that an additional ally assists increases to 30%. Allies who assist now receive 1 stack of strong attack for 2 turns. Damn, I forgot about that. Attack gives you an additional 8%. Strong attack gives you an additional 8% attack. Damn, I forgot about that. That is good. That's legit. Okay. This might be a gear situation and I need to redo his gear. The chance that an additional ally assist increases to 35% at rank 9. And yeah, strong attack plus 8%. And then block break increases by 5%. Stack up to 15. Now on his passive, when using basic attacks, if Lex does not have a shield, he will gain a shield that can absorb damage equal to 9% of his max HP for 2 turns. This is why I have him in the HP set. That's why. If Lex has a shield, he invites the ally with the highest attack to assist him in battle. So if he's... Okay, wait. Because the advanced attack is calling assist. This is saying if Lex has a shield, he invites the ally with the highest attack. So does this mean that that ally is going to attack twice? Is that what that's saying there? Because then if that's the case, I need to go ahead and pay more attention. But if this means that he's going to attack twice because you have it. Hey, what's up, A? You can find me in the A. Okay. I need to pay attention to this. I need to check if he's using his basic and he's calling assist and he uses his advanced attack and calls assist. That is monstrous. The shields may not be the best part. I might be focusing on the shields too much. Whenever his allies use basic attacks, a total of 4 times, Lex can charge his armor, gaining 10% damage reduction, up to a maximum of 40% until the end of battle. Hold up. Whenever an ally uses basic attack, a total of 4 times, so 4 uses, Lex can charge his armor, gaining 10% damage reduction up to 40%. So then that means that, and so that stacks. So that means that you got 4 characters out there, they use it 4 attacks. He's going to gain 10% damage, 40% damage reduction till the end of battle. Damage reduction is increased by 10% when you do it on rank 8. So rank 8 has 2 things that unlock. Damage increased at 52% on the basic, and then, wrong spot. And then damage reduction is increased by 12% instead. That does matter that there's 2 benefits on the rank 8 when I'm trying to decide if I want to take Sinestro rank 8 or Lex. I'm going to go through Sinestro's kit. Decreases the number of other allies' basic attacks required to trigger by 3. By 3 or to 3? If it's by 3, that means it's every time. It's only 1 attack. If it's 2-3, that means 3 times that it has to be done. But I mean, they put buy 3. So anybody who is a more in-game player than me who's used Lex regularly and has him up to this level, please let me know if that's buy 3 or 2-3. I feel like it says buy 3, but I feel like it's almost too good to be true. That's why I'm like really, really questioning it to be sure that it says what it says. Activates a defensive force field that grants all allies a shield that can absorb damage equal to 16% of max HP for 2 rounds. His max HP or their max HP? Increases the cost of future use by, and this is the new line, increases the cost of Superman. Smooth operator, super mobile operator. That better not be, no spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers, stop it. Okay, so increases the cost of future use by 1 ultimate point, which is what is making. Oh, and you've been added to my league though, right? I think you've already sent me the thing. All right, whatever. We'll talk about that when I'm not doing a video, when I'm just on stream. This is based on the team synergy, so increases the cost of the future used by the ultimate by 1, which then affects this. That means he's not going to be putting up as much shield, so if it's not happening as often, then this is reduced as well. This isn't as impactful as it could or as it was. Sucks. Now that I have him here, it is, shield damage absorption increases to 19%, and then at rank 10, it increases to 22%. So now when I go to look at his gear, I have him in a speed set because I want him to get out and use his advanced attack or basic, now that I think the basic does a call assist, as fast as possible, because then we do like 2. What's up, Napo? Then we do 2. We get to his attack really quickly, and then the HP is obviously for the shields. Now, here's where I may make a change. I may start doing it because I'm not so like, because I'm not, oh, okay, cool. So then send us the invite. Smooth, I see you. This is where I'm kind of debating, and I feel like there's going to be an in-game player in the chat who's going to be like, you're an idiot, don't do this. I'm tempted to remove the other HP gear because the value of the shields is not as high as it used to be, which doesn't necessarily mean that the value is bad. But my thought process is I'm liking his ability to call assist more on his basic and on his advanced attack. If I get his advanced attack out there first and fast, I have 2 hits real quick. Let me see what my gear situation is, because I feel like I might legit put him in speed. What is the speed at right now, actually? 203, so relatively slow. Oh, do I have any speed there? Speed one of these with HP. Actually, funny enough, this may need to come off of Zatanna because she is not doing great lately. Not to mention the fact that the speed is there for her to put out frantic at the beginning of a turn. No worries. Hey, no big deal. So Zatanna, and I'm doing her guide after the recording of this one. She has fallen off a good bit for me. I mean, the frantic is nice, I guess, but when she was doing frantic and strong attack and I was getting it out there first really quickly, that was a much better scenario. And Lex is the legendary, so he's kind of like the big boy in the scenario. I do have this that I could put on him. I feel like, and maybe this is just my insecurity, I feel like, and then there's this other speed set that's on Zatanna that's ranked 10. Oh yeah, I'll get to that too, Napa. I'll say that at the end of this. So the question is, I don't think his shields are that great anyway. It provides a 6% bonus. So it feels like I want to try speed. And I mean, the thing is like, the shields are good, they're okay, but they get punched through. I'm not using that team synergy. Truth be told, I can do this and just come back and change it if it looks like it sucks. All right, so we're gonna check one more time. So and then Napo, given the tips from the earlier question that I had, is that he's always been advised health and then speed, which is what I have set up now. But now that his shields aren't great, I just arrived. Is this rework improved? No. It's a nerf. It's 100% a nerf. If you go to the bulletin, it's definitely a nerf because what they've done is added the ultimate points that you need to get his shields to go up consistently, which to me is weird to do for a character you're asking your base to fuse. Like, if he's powerful, leave him powerful because then that gives us something to chase to fuse him. When you remove some of the biggest benefit that he has from his kit, which is just consistently keeping shield up, yes, a problem, and I can see on the other side where it was. And I even said when it came out that it's not that big of a deal. However, it just feels like of all the things you were tinkering around with, don't mess with any of the characters. Like, they did the same thing to Kid Flash. Don't mess with any of the characters that you're actively asking us to chase and use resources to get. Everything else is a pull, which you get what you get and then you work with what you got. But now you're like, no, but those things that you pulled, now use those to fuse this character, but we're going to make this character worse. And that just feels like, I don't know. It doesn't feel, I don't want to do it. Honestly, if this happened before, knowing what I know now, this is an extreme statement. Would I still fuse Lex? Yes. Would I have felt as bad about not doing it earlier on? No. And that could have been me being stupid. That might be me being stupid now, actually. But to do that for a character you're asking us to fuse is just kind of a bit much. All right, so anyway. Napo, I hear you. Oh, what's up, Exel? I see you. I'm really, really tempted. I feel like I'm going to try it. Well, first, you know what? How about this? First, we see how he performs. Let's go back. We'll see how he performs. We'll do a battle. We'll do another battle, then I'll call it a video. I guess that is my little bitty rant on Lex about like the changes that they made. And they made him like a week after I got him. I know I'm not the one that's important in this scenario, but I'm going to be selfish. Damn it, why? So let's put him in a game. I mean, I guess Arena's the best bet. I can't do his trial anymore because I did that when this kit was actually good. I'm going extreme. I did that when this kit was what it was previously. I'm trying not to be as hyperbolic about it and like kind of be measured, but it is obnoxious. Along with this Flash running for 45 minutes because there's an operation error in the background. Hello. DC Royal Color. Am I allowed to go to Elite Arena? Can I go anywhere? We're live. I'm gonna need your game to work. Error code nil. What does that mean? Fellas, guys, I'm gonna need your game to work while I'm trying to like live stream your game. Okay, is there another game mode I can get? This is not showing well to people that I'm trying to show this game off to. Where else can I go? I guess team ups maybe, or I can't do anything. Network busy. Where? Did you go out to lunch? Why are you busy? Now the arena shows up when I pick team ups. Okay, you know what? Challenge. Yay. Okay. The other part of this, okay, so we're gonna, we'll refresh, see what we can get. Refresh. Guys, don't make me punch into 600,000. Last one, and then I'm gonna have to pick. Can't do 1.7 million either. Okay, 700,000. All right, so there we go. So now we're going to put in Lex, and then I'm leaving in Bang, Sinestro, and also Batman. However, here's the thing: I'm being a bit much because right now I'm putting in all these heavy damage dealers, but he's only going to deal damage to the. He's only going to call assist to the character with the highest attack. So that's kind of a moot point. Let's do this and be a little bit ridiculous. The Zatanna that I just talked about not being great. Let's try to get frantic on. Zatanna's going to put frantic on everybody, and I think twice the amount on Wonder Woman. What are we facing? Probably something that's going to destroy us. No, we're good. We'll do you here. Cool. Now the ultimate. Let's get the shields out. Wonder Woman's attack. Sinestro's biggest disadvantage is that his ultimate costs 4, so he basically like roadblocks anybody else from doing their ultimate when his ultimate is first. All right, let's go. It's gonna be on 1x, isn't it? Because I've had to uninstall and reinstall this game like 30 times. You need healers. Smooth Operator in the very beginning. Black Canary is going to be the quickest and fastest healer you get, but you will pull Kid Flash within like the next 2 weeks, probably. However, I did hear where because here comes the shields. Hey, does this look familiar? I said I wouldn't say that again. I'm still saying it. However, I did just hear about somebody saying they pulled 637 super encrypted tokens and they didn't get a legendary, and that's hard for me to believe since there's a forgiveness system that will give you a legendary after 150 pulls. So if that is like a true story, I would recommend that person actually call tech support and be like, yo, what's up? All right, Wonder Woman's gonna go. Love her animation. That should look familiar to you guys too by now. Okay. So Lex's basic is coming up. He did not call assist there. But he wasn't shielded, to be fair. So there was no call assist that was going to happen. There goes Wonder Woman and Sinestro stunned. We're going to heal up Lex. Cool. Increase defense, and Zatanna's going to strip some of their buffs away. Okay, Lex's turn is coming up now. I don't know if it's going to be an advanced attack or if it's still a... Man, we are getting by a team that's well below us. Okay, well below us is a stretch. I'm being dramatic, but it's not like we don't have world beaters that we're facing. So this is a loss. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, 7, 8, 3. Okay. Is Arena gonna work today for me? Okay. 7, 8, 3. That's what I pushed. Network is busy. Are you calling somebody? What are we doing? What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? Talk to me. What's up? What's going on? Everything okay? You good? Y'all good? What's going on? All right, so we're going to go ahead and put Wonder Woman here, take Sinestro out, and try to put somebody in the front. Lex Luthor Team Synergy, we don't want to use it, honestly. I'd rather use Kid Flashes at this point, but it is his video, so let's just leave it. We're going to put him up front to do the shields. We're going to watch for the advanced attack a little bit more carefully this time. To be fair, it was a punch down before, but it wasn't the biggest punch down. However, I still feel like we should have won that. With the right team, we would have won that. And I don't know if Lex is the flaw. So let's find out if he's the flaw right now. I'm so sick of this little running man right here. Guys, what are we doing? He's still running, but the game is going. I don't know what's up. All right. God, so much damage in the beginning. Okay, so let's see if we can make some of it up. And he's using his basic because he was silenced by Wonder Woman. Should have moved him. Wonder Woman over there is now stunned. He has his shield. Quite a few buffs. Flash does his thing. A heal would be nice in the back row, but we're going to set up the bleeds from Double T. Oh, no, I'm going to call her TT. I'm going to call her TT. All right, so now we got shields up. Cool. The next Lex turn is all the way back there. Shields are holding up pretty well until that moment when I said something because I'm an idiot that talks and jinx everything. We would love some heals over there on Lex. Okay, so it looks like we got this in control now. Oh no, we don't. Oh god, and Lex is down. And once Flash, if Flash is the last one standing, we lost. Oh, hit Flash. Somebody hit Flash. Somebody hit. Do not hit Green Arrow. Leave Green Arrow alone. Leave that man alone. Wonder Woman hit him harder. Bro, it's over for us. Oh, we survived? Even though he has every buff he needs. Oh, God. Come on. What are we doing? What are we doing? Am I just doing it wrong? That's the thing. Okay, let's also... Okay, this is the last time, and I'm going to take something else into account that I haven't been so far. I can't just run up against like everything that's out there because he's tactical. And so, yeah, he was going to be weak against Flash. I still don't want to do 600 teams, but whatever. At this point, no, this is just cheap. That's cheap. I can't do it. Okay. Okay, 7, 8. And this is the team I think I faced before. All right, let's be better. Let's be better because it's going to be our last battle. Okay, so now Lex has an issue because he's running up on Nightwing, Green Arrow, and the Flash. I would love for Wonder Woman to get her turn off first so she can put silence on Green Arrow so it prevents him from using his AoE attack. I have no idea when his AoE attack is actually going to come. It's probably going to go Wonder Woman Flash for the AoE attacks. All right, next we have Nightwing here. When he uses his ultimate, he's going to put a stun out on the person with the highest attack. We're going to move him up forward. We're not worried about Lex's feelings right now. Kid Flash will go next because we're going to need those heals. However, in the third position, I feel like it wasn't sufficient. I feel like I keep dropping Lex further and further down, which makes his shields less and less important. I still want that assist though. Wonder Woman's AoE attack. So then what am I doing with... So Lex, the legendary, when I'm trying to battle, he's fourth in line now. His ultimate may not even go off. Okay. Okay. I said I like to assist more anyway, and I was thinking about taking off the HP, so... Okay, here we go. All right. And we did face this team before and we lost. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Forgive me for the video. I've been like all over the place. That emulator situation, the game not loading up has really bugged me. So, and he has silence. Nightwing is stunned. We have a problem. Kid Flash will go first, and he will... Oh, no, Nightwing went first. He's going to hit Wonder Woman and not stun her. Okay, I can't blame Lex for that one. Okay. This might... I mean, that is a poor matchup with all those agile there. But, I mean, Nightwing went at Wonder Woman. He's not going at... And, of course, my Wonder Woman puts a silence on Nightwing instead of on Green Arrow. Alright, he's healed back up. I mean, it seems like he's doing a pretty good job of taking damage. Or am I just trying to be nice? God, there goes Kid Flash. There goes... Okay, this is game over then. Unless Wonder Woman decides to do Wonder Woman things. Quasi-Wonder Woman things. I was going to need more Wonder Woman things out of you. Oh, man. I'm using BlueStacks, but the issue that you're having is the game's issue. It's not the emulator's issue. I just went on a rant about this for a bit before I started recording on stream. Can we win this time? Nope, because as soon as Wonder Woman goes for the kill shot, he's going to revive himself. And we die. Okay. I don't want to say this because it goes against what a lot of people say. And please believe me, as I say this, tell you guys all the time, check the comment section. I've learned stuff by like going through and replying to people's comments, and I try to reply to all of them, and I will eventually. I did a lot of them today. But I will literally post this video and be checking the comment section for in-game players who are telling me what I'm doing wrong. Because I do not know what I'm doing wrong, and at this point, I'm almost to the point of where Fuse Lex, he's a legendary. I'm being hyperbolic. I'm being dramatic. He is good at minimum, and you should fuse him. However, I don't know if he's going to make my regular rotation. In any case, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe if you don't like it, and subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. See you guys next time. That was the most low energy ass, like, God, I hate it. And it all came from this like emulator. It all came from it just not working. And now I'm frustrated and now Lex. Maybe after I got frustrated, I should have just played some regular game mode stuff and not tried to do Lex. And now, if you think I was upset about Lex's rework, I wasn't even investing in Lex like that. When we talk about Zatanna, I'm about to be pissed. Thanks, hey, I appreciate you. Hey, you said you had a question too, because I was recording. You didn't ask. Didn't realize you were filming. I'll save my question for later. What was your question? Oh, got a question for you. When you got a sec, just picked up Wonder Woman and trying to figure out a solid team. Wanted to know if it's capable to use her as an offensive tank due to her damage reduction. Yes. In fact, you saw me do it in that video there, and it has been recommended to me if I'm running like Superman and then I'm facing a bunch of agile and I just don't have another red tank. Bizarro's awesome. I do like Bizarro and I want to rank him up as much as possible too. But she does serve pretty well as a tank. She is not a tank, but she can hold her own for a good bit. So yeah, you can use her like that. And then good team so far. I wanted to run her with, and that's part of the stuff I wanted to do today, except for messing with this emulator for 45 minutes. I wanted to run her with Red Hood, because I did it haphazardly a few times, but their crits situations benefit each other. Let me double check all this too. When defeated, revives. Nope, that's not it. At the start of battle, he gains 1 stack of Frantic. When an ally deals a critical hit, he has a 25% chance to gain a bullet, which improves him. And then, wait, hold on. Taxing me 4 times. Now, here's the thing. I thought that he gave Frantic, which he doesn't. Now, to be fair, what they may be what's being referred to is this is an increase in crit chance of 14%. And on Wonder Woman's kit, there's this thing of in her passive, every 1% chance she has grants 0.3%, the damage reduction thing you were talking about. So if you're running her with Red Hood, sup Damien? If you're running her with Red Hood and he's giving you 14% in the beginning, that does make it like a pretty good burst team is the only way I can think of it, where like his damage reduction, his crit chance and crit damage are at 14, and it goes down until it's 0 by the 3rd turn, which is basically 14-7-0. They should have just whatever. Anyway, so it reduces, but that means at the very beginning that she's gonna have what 14 divided by 3. So you're talking about 5% damage reduction there, just under 5% damage reduction. And that's what you're getting by running her with Red Hood. And that's in the first. So, and that's what I mean by burst teams. Like in the very beginning, you have 14% crit damage. I'm going to stack up crit chance over here as well. I can't remember how much crit she has. So she has 32% crit. You have, that's basically 50%, 46%. So it is like a 1 or 2 chance that I'm going to hit crit, which means it's going to probably hit a few in the very beginning. So then I can do an AoE attack that has, 50% crit chance on it. And then with that increased crit 8.8%, but then you add that to the 14. And now you're looking at what, 22%, 23 if I'm doing 29. So like, if I'm doing 9. So like, you're increasing your damage by 22%, 22.8%. and the chances of you critting by 50%. So it's not a bad shout. Damn, what did I use that British term? I haven't even heard that here. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, they do run well together. Zatanna on that squad as well, and I'm about to go through her kit right now, and I'm about to try to run her with. Wait, I wouldn't do it anyway. They pissed me off with her. On her advanced attack, which is why I have her in a bunch of speed, so we can get that advanced attack out first. She grants 2 stacks of frantic, I think. So 1 stack of frantic, and then 2 stacks of frantic to the ally with the highest attack, which is going to be Wonder Woman. Which means I also need to not run her with Superman, because for some reason my Superman has higher attack right now. Well, no, there's not a some reason. It's because he has 4 sets of attack and 1 set of crit. Or sorry, 2 sets of attack and then 1 set of crit. Whereas Wonder Woman has 4 sets of crit, 2 sets of crit and 1 attack. Should I be changing that to 2 attack and 1 crit? There's another question for you. Because then when her attack's higher up, she's going to get an additional 2 frantics from Zatanna. The frantics grant 10% chance to crit. So let's say that she's getting 3, that's 30% on top of the 46% I just told you. 76% chance of her critting. So Zatanna, Red Hood, Wonder Woman? Let's see if that makes sense. All right, so we're going to run another video real quick. What's up, Gary? I'm probably going to run Wonder Woman with Nightwing. Nightwing and Ocean Master are like my favorite duo right now. And honestly, I think, I have video ideas now. Thank you. Hey. Got no butt. If I can see the string. Anyway, I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, but if like Zatanna, Red Hood, Wonder Woman are a legit trio that would work very well together. I've been focused a little bit too much on building the full teams as opposed to building the teams where maybe you have one common piece like a Superman that does frostbite and burn, and then on the other side you have 2 characters that do burn, and then on this side you have 2 characters that do frostbite. So there may be a series coming up where what I do is trios and duos of characters that work really well together. I think. Try to find one draw for Soup's daily reset. Trying to find one of the draws for Superman's daily. Oh, you mean for the new Superman DCU? Okay. So what I'm about to do now is I'm gonna try to do this video. Let me check because I might have to go. See what my friend said. Nope, they're still. Apparently, Vic is still watching The Joker. The Joker as in the tennis player, not Joker the movie. Yeah. So what I'm about to do right now. Really? Okay, doesn't matter. What I'm about to do right now is try to do Zatanna's, and I'm going to drop in the Zatanna one Wonder Woman and Red Hood to see how they work together. That's the plan. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Kind of got to hurry because I'm assuming they're going to send me a message any minute. I hope they don't call. All right, here we go. And 3, 2, more upset. But I'm still going to try to find a make this more upset. But I'm still going to try to find a make this work. So let's just woosah work. So let's just woosah our way through this. Let's get to the video. What's up, Mike? I see you. I see you, Mike. You sent me a message in the chat too. Not the chat, commented on a video that I wanted to get to. It's just graduated today. Had graduation ceremony today. So like I have been busy. Very, very busy. So let's try to make Zatanna work and not scream. Right. Okay, so here we go. And Zatanna Zatarda. That's supposed to be like a play on abracadabra? I never knew her last. I did know her last name was Zatara because her father was like the great Zatara, and that's where Batman learned how to do become an escape artist, at least according to the Batman animated series. Yeah, magic never stops when it comes to fame, stage. Yeah, okay, whatever. All right, so here we go. I thought it was gonna be something like prophetic or something inspirational. Anyway, here we go. And 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a DC Worlds Collide video. In this video, I gotta admit, I almost said DC Legends video. We have Zatanna. She's had a rebalance, a rework. And I had to do this because I think Zatanna was the first character guide I did. And in that character guide, I was like, I think she's the best support in the game. And I wasn't far off. Then before global release, they gave her a rework. Thank you for making my videos worthless now. I'm not truly upset about that, but anyway. So now what I'm having to do is go back through her kit because the rework was significant and there is a big plus that happened and then a big minus. So let's just get to it. Multiple damage, multi-target damage, crit. Why didn't they just, okay, whatever. They could put AoE. Lifesteal, which kind of now, and then armor break. Let's go back. Affinities. I only have one, which is the Black Canary, HP 5%, defense 2.5%, and I'm just thinking in my head right now, I need to put Black Canary into level link. Then HP 0.25%, and then defense 5%. For who? We don't know. And then attack 7.5%, and then HP 2.5% for if you have Dr. Fate and Constantine. Can't believe she dated to Constantine. You could do better, Zatanna. You are better than that. All right. So... and actually, forgive this. I'm about to check this real quick. Do I have Black Canary in level link? No, I don't. And I got no space. Man. Okay, here we go. Because I was about to try to run Zatanna and Black Canary together. So, on her kit, on the basic, deals superpower damage equal to 120% of attack to an enemy unit and dispels one stack of a single buff type from the target. Now, here's the thing. The thing, yeah, I gotta do it. The things that they changed in her kit is that she dispels buffs more now, but her lifesteal isn't as good, which we'll get to when I go through the overall overview of the kit. So, like, I do like this on her basic that she's dispelling buffs. I do like that a lot. Grants allies one stack of Frantic for 2 turns. Also grants 2 bonus stacks of Frantic to the ally with the highest attack for 2 turns. This used to be that she would grant 2 stacks of, at least at the level I was at, rank 8, she would grant 2 stacks of strong attack and then 1 stack of Frantic. I don't have a big problem with this. I'm okay with it, really. I prefer to have the attack over the Frantic because one is an additional 10% chance and the other is just more attack. And like I said, I always say, if you're going to give me a chance to get $5 or potentially get 10, give me the 5, bro. Let's just go ahead and get this over with. I want the cash in my hand. Allies gain 2 allies. Seems really good. And then whenever an enemy buff is dispelled, Zatanna heals for 3% of her max HP per type dispelled. So on her basic, she should be healing herself every time, right? And then when the ultimate comes through, which we're going to go through now, should be more. Deals superpower damage equal to 145% of the attack to an enemy row and adds 2 stacks of armor break that lasts to the end of battle. Damage increases to 165% and it dispels 2 types of buffs. So 6% healing. Damage increases to 185%. There you go. And then, armor break decreases defense by 20% and crit resist by 5%. Okay, so that's her kit. Now, you can find me in the A. The A asked the question actually about Wonder Woman, who goes well with Wonder Woman. Part of what goes well with Wonder Woman is that she has a damage reduction that's like 0.3% damage. I'm acting like I know this. I just looked at it. 0.3% for every 1% of crit chance that or 1% of crit chance she has, which does lend her to being an offensive tank a little bit. Now, I'm telling you right now that I'm going to out the gate with the advanced attack. Wonder Woman's going to get 3 Frantics, right? Or actually, I think she might get 4 now because it's going to be 2 here and then 2 bonus. She's going to get 4 Frantics. That's an additional 40%. A 40% chance to crit. My Wonder Woman is already at 46%, I want to say. So now I just made it an 86% chance that she's going to crit. Let me just double check right fast. 32%. The 46 came from when I do what I say I'm about to do. And that is when I run these 2 ladies with this rebel with a cause, Red Hood, whose team synergy, if I can get to it and click the right thing, increases the crit chance and crit damage by 14%. So an over 100% chance of critting if I run these 3 together. Now, here's the thing, and I always say don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. But today has been a pressure cooker. I have so much stuff to do, so what I'm about to do is something I always tell people not to do. I'm about to take someone out of level link and then pay for the cooldown to reset. I'm actually finding value in a little bit of value in Robin right now. However, seeing as how this is just for the video, how much is this? 500? I don't want to spend 500 on that. Let's just take Robin out for now, but you can always put him back in later. Because what I want to do, do it. Is the emulator doing this thing again? Hey guys, what are we doing? What are we doing? What's happening? What's happening? Sorry. I just created an old school. I come from the South with nothing but rap songs from like the early aughts and late 90s. And if anybody knows the song, left, right, left, get on up. Right in that era. Okay, so this is not going for me at all. Let's try it one more time. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to try to back out and maybe... Oh, so now they disappeared. They're both gone now. Yay. Okay, check. 3, 2. All right, so now they're both gone because why not? Refresh at 100 gems. Sure, let's just keep making this day better. Now we're going to add Black Canary in there. I think I have Black Canary in a speed set. I think so. Let me double check her gear real quick because I'm about to run her with this Red Hood combination. I have heal crit and then attack because her heals are based off of attack. So that's all good for me. Yeah. So now what we're going to do is try to go to Arena this time. Arena was being temperamental with us a little bit ago. Doing that thing. All right. We have, and I have keys, so I'm just going to use them. And I have to choose now because I don't have very many refreshes left. All right. The network is busy. Man, this network has a lot of friends. There we go. All right, so basically what we're going to try to do is Zatanna stays, Wonder Woman stays. We get everybody else out the paint. We're going to put Red Hood in there. Thank God he has a revive. We're going to place you up here. We're going to take Black Canary. Where's she at? Boom. And then I got to figure out who I'm going to put here. Now the problem is that putting Superman there, fantastic, except for the fact that my Superman has a higher attack because my Superman has 2 attack sets, 1 crit set. My Wonder Woman has 2 crit sets, 1 attack set. So that means that he's going to have the higher attack, which is meaning that Zatanna's 2 extra frantics are going to go on to Superman, not Wonder Woman. Now the argument could be made that given what the math I've kind of done, that Wonder Woman's going to have a 126% attack. So her losing 2 frantic probably means that she still has a 106% attack or 106% crit chance. So yeah, I'm not sure that's what I want to do. I may put in Nightwing instead and slide old buddy over here to the right. Okay. So Nightwing, and what also has to happen is that, okay, cool. Wonder Woman has to be first. All right. And then next, I don't know how hard this team is going to hit us. We are punching up right now. So let's go ahead and put Black Canary here in the second position. I would love for Nightwing to get out there and get a stun going. In fact, I'd rather have that over Wonder Woman going first than the AoE. Oof, do I want that instead of Wonder Woman going first? Because if she's going to crit, and this is the whole goal of the thing, then we need to have her run first. Okay, no. We need to have her run first because also this is kind of an experiment. Definitely an experiment. I want to see if she's going to just crit 100% plus. Okay. And then we make sure we have Red Hood's team synergy. So the 32% of crit that's on Wonder Woman right now, plus the 14% of crit from this, 46%, Plus, she should get 4 crit from Zatanna. Puts it at 86, and I'm missing crit from somewhere right now, so I'm not going to pay too much more attention to it. All right, but I know there's another 4 coming from somewhere. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. Really want to see. Yeah, we're going to slow it down, too. Another song from the early odds. Slow motion for me. All right, here we go. All right, so now it should theoretically, all of them should have crit. Now, I don't know if there's damage reduction over here between Zatanna and this Wonder Woman. This Wonder Woman, depending on how much she got stunned, though, I'm okay with that. This Wonder Woman right here, though, stunned is great, silenced is great. I'd rather have them one at a time and not all together, but I'll take it. She's still gonna hit us. That hurt a lot. And now Black Canary, our healer, is stunned. Oh, what are we doing? Can we stun Wonder Woman? Oh, we're gonna speed this up a bit. All right, cool. She's stunned again. We like that. Thank you, Nightwing. TT's come through. I need Black Canary to do her thing very, very soon. And by the way, this is also the how much does Zatanna suck now? Because she does dispel the buffs. That's cool. I like it. However, at the same time, the life support she used to have before, I feel like, I don't know if it would have made us win this battle, but it would have been a big difference. Because she had an amazing lifesteal situation. Okay. Bop, 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 bop. And then Red Hood's going to wake up and be immediately murdered. And she just healed herself actually pretty well. 10,000 per on those attacks. That's not bad. I mean, that's okay. We're going to just... Red Hood is not about to eliminate all of these people. We're going to just do that. All right. Okay. I mean, this little dude right here, he is going to have thighs of steel. He just stay running. All right, here we go. Stay running, man. Stay running. Training for a marathon? What is this? And I'm scared to touch anything else now because it's like I wait. Oh, there it is. Oh, I just need to laugh. I need to laugh. I need to laugh. Sometimes you have to laugh to keep from crying. Okay. I'm so melodramatic. It has actually been a very good day. Okay, so we're going to try to run this team again, but this is a bit of a punch down. I'm going to realign because he's in front, so Nightwing goes into Lex very well, and then they're going to basically cancel each other out. I mean, A brought this up before too. I am running Wonder Woman at the front as kind of a pseudo tank. However, another thing you could do is run Red Hood. If I had him stronger, I would definitely do it, but run him as a tank because he does have a pretty good revive mechanic. I'm gonna put them back. Let's do this real quick. I think that order's good, so let's fight and see what happens. Thank you guys for watching. I genuinely believe, like, this is the issue I have with Zatanna, is that I love that they added the stripping buffs off of the enemy team. Busy network, man. I love that they added these stripping buffs on her kit. I want to see. I want to see. That is from the Mask of Zorro. Just for those who were going to say it. Yes, I referenced a 1998 movie starring Antonio Banderas and Catherine Zeta-Jones, who's actually Welsh. I feel like she skated on a lot of that. She's not what you think she is. She's Welsh. All right, here we go. 1 crit, but then this might be the damage reduction from the Lex shields. Might be the damage reduction. However, this is a question, and this is a genuine question I have. When you're doing the damage reduction from Lex, it reduces the damage, but does that cancel the crit chance? Because theoretically, if it's reducing the damage, that doesn't mean that wasn't a critical shot. It just means that you've hit for 50,000 crit. However, that damage will be reduced to 25, but that still was a critical hit, because if it wasn't critical, it would have been reduced to 15. You know what I mean? Like, I'm wondering how that mechanic works there. Uh-oh. I'm gonna speed this up because this is slow. Okay. Let's go. I don't feel like we really have a chance, but I feel like we have a chance. But yeah, overall, there's a crit. There was a few crits there. And there were no shields, so maybe. And oh, Black Canary is so good. Why is Black Canary not an epic? I mean, just her kit alone right now puts her on an epic level. She's so good. The silence, the heals. This ain't her video, but still though. And this is the thing. Like, I'm running her with Zatanna, and that was one of the recommendations. Like, but why? If you just left a lifesteal on Zatanna, we don't need Black Canary to help us survive. But the way as it stands now, Black Canary's doing work, and as of this video, her character guide will already be released, but I'm supposed to release that. I need to do the thumbnail, but I'll release that tomorrow. And there goes Wonder Woman, and there goes our chance of winning. Oh well, no, we still got Red Hood, and they just took out the Bride. We're healing up because of Zatanna, because of Black Canary's awesomeness. And Zatanna has crit on the other side, but she does have silence as well because of Black Canary. Okay, so she's healing again. I do not know that we will win this battle, but honestly, Black Canary has outshined Zatanna in this. Now, Zatanna has been dispelling buffs all the way through, and I want to see... Well, nope. That's gone. This is an advertisement for Black Canary. And I kind of like that. Pow! Fall down. This has been an advertisement for Black Canary. I gotta pay attention again. Last fight. If this guy who must have calves of steel. God. I think that was, and I've gotten the question from a lot of people of like, hey, what elite should I go with? What elite should I go with? And truth be told, there's only one at that level, and you get epic so quick in this game and so fast. Don't worry about it. But Black Canary, I put her in level link with the idea that I was going to take her out later, and I may not. It may be worth it to me to just expand my level link to a degree to keep Black Canary in it. And I'm saying all this on Zatanna's video, and Zatanna's supposed to have lifesteal and heal and all that other stuff, and she doesn't do that anymore because of what they did to her kit before the global release. I would love for this to work too, guys. I promise you. The second I go out of here and try to do team ups or something, it's gonna come back and be like, oh, we were just joking. And I'll be like, yo, see. Network busy, and now I'm in arena. Told you. See, I told you. That is the teacup from Beauty and the Beast. There's a girl in the mansion, in the castle. That's what it says. There's a girl in the castle. All right, so. So my thought process is I'm trying to see who's going to buff, basically. I don't see any. This is like kind of a poor matchup because he's going to go nuts after her AoE attack. Single target attack, she has an AoE. Single target. No, she's a heal. She heals on her ultimate, so that doesn't matter. And then single target. So Ocean Master may not have a chance to go nuts, but he does fire off multiple shots. Let's see how this goes. Let me double check my ultimate order. That's still good. Honestly. No, Nightwing was doing his thing until he fell. Okay. But we're going to watch Zatanna more right now. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Like, what is his pre-workout? What is he just stay running. I got the interwebs. I know I do. Internet is up. Oh boy, oh boy. And then the second I want to try to back out, I guarantee the back. Okay. He's still going. Still going. This is fun. This will be cut out of the video. Thank God for editing. Boy, oh boy. It really isn't going to do a thing for me. And I would love to put it in PvE content, but you don't let us replay our PvE content. Error code nil. I've heard that before. As a matter of fact. There it is. Guys, I'm gonna have to end this soon. Literally, I'm gonna do this battle and then I'm gonna be done because I don't know what all this operation handling thing and whatever. This is great displays for your game when people are basically giving you free advertisement. Like, what are y'all doing? I think I even lost a key off the strength of that. All right, here we go. Finally. So, watching Zatanna's turns coming up. That hurt, and now our Wonder Woman's stunned. Thank you, opposing Wonder Woman. You suck. But let's heal, though, Black Canary. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. Everybody's stunned. What's really going on right now? Okay. So now Wonder Woman goes. She does not have any of her frantic, none of that stuff. All that got stripped. We stun their Zatanna. We hit their back row. And then our Zatanna, hopefully, will be able to target and get some of these buffs stripped off. Oh, that hurt. Canary, you gonna save us? Probably not. Yo, not enough sustain. Not enough sustain. And if I want to do, I think I'm going to have to shift over. If I want to run a Zatanna with Red Hood combo, I'm going to have to shift over attack in some way to increase. You know what I may do? I've assigned the artifact that I have to Superman. I might assign it to Wonder Woman instead, and this might improve us. In any case, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and dislike. I'm okay with that as well. I know I've said that before. Forgive me. Forgive me. It's been a time these last 2 hours. But thank you guys for watching all the way through. See you next time. Yo, this is nuts. I can't get anything working on this. So, unfortunately, just because of how crappy all of this is, I wish it was turn-based, but it'll have to do. Jedi. I was going to say I agree. A piece of me doesn't, because I do like that it's different in that way. And this is why I also want to do the ultimates automatically, because I feel like I've said it a billion times. I feel like I'm a basketball coach setting up my players and put them in position. And I was a coach at a certain point for U20. And it's like putting them in the right position to succeed is awesome in this game. And then just trying to move and strategize around it without having, like, knowing what's going to happen but not having exact control over it, I do find enjoyable. And put it this way, and I've tried other idle games before I knew that's what they were called, and they could not hold my attention. And part of me is wondering if this is strictly just me loving this game that much that I'm willing to, or loving DC so much that I'm willing to put up with that. So, in any case, thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry about all the technical difficulties. I will B, I was gonna say I try it tomorrow, but I don't think I am if the internet is this bad. Thank you guys.